So now that we have taken the time to go through the videos and we've picked out indicators of poor body language and good body language and the different messages that those can be conveying to somebody that we're speaking to, let's go ahead and talk about why it's important that we keep these things in the back of our head at all times. Say that I am trying to advocate to you, my potential sponsors, about a service project that I have coming up. If I'm sitting here and I'm kind of leaning back, I'm kind of like this, I'm yawning between every other sentence, what kind of message is that going to convey to you? That's going to convey the message, just like you said, that I don't care. And if I don't care about what I'm advocating for, how are you supposed to care about what I'm advocating for? You won't. You have no reason to. So we really have to work to keep this in the back of our mind at all times. And it's hard. I will be honest with you. It is hard because it takes time. It takes experience to master. So we're actually going to get experience with it right now. And how are we going to do that? Well, just about an hour ago, we worked within our groups to create service projects. Service projects that we are now going to advocate for as if we were a chapter officer team in our local communities. So I want you to take the next 5 minutes and really work on what points you would really want to talk about with a potential sponsor for your service projects, like things like what impact they would have on the community that sponsor is a part of. So you'll take 5 minutes, work individually about the message that you want to spread, and then you will work as a group afterwards. You'll figure out, and then you're going to do like a chapter officer team. You're going to present it to another group as if they were the potential sponsor, and then they'll go ahead and do the same thing back. All right? So remember, 5 minutes by yourself, let's say 10 minutes as a group, and then we'll share with somebody else. All right? Any questions? All right, go. So when running an activity like this, you're going to have a lot of students moving around. And in the beginning, you're having them work independently. So checking for understanding is kind of a difficult thing to do because every student understands things differently. But the best way to do it is to talk to them. Some students, now, remember, I originally had this activity start, they would be working by themselves. So the best way to do it is to sit down with them and just talk through the ideas. And one of the best ways that I've seen when it comes to checking for understanding, and one of the best indicators that students want to understand, is if they're asking questions. Because if they are asking questions, it means that they want to understand. And if they want to understand, it means that as long as you work with them, they're going to understand. And the only way that happens is through interaction with the students. And that also helps with the other question, which is how do you build rapport with students? And the best way to do that is to interact with them. That is my favorite thing when it comes to facilitation, is interacting with students. But it's also being personable. If I am sitting there and I am just talking at these students, just like as if you were advocating to somebody, if you're talking at them, that's not a good way to build rapport. But if you are talking with them, then they're going to feel like you actually care about them. And if they feel like you're going to care about them, then they're actually going to want to participate and actually share in these activities and participate in them, which is exactly what we want.